Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to be talking all about our budget. Now I want to start off this video by saying that we're not following any type of like Dave Ramsey plan, or we're not doing anything like a those 50-30-20 budgets, or we're not doing like a get out of debt really quick plan. Although those plans are really good, and if that's your goal, then that's definitely best for you to follow. We're just doing what works best for us at this time in life right now. So basically that's what I encourage everyone to do, is to find what works best for them. Of course, you know, certain things, like I said, if that's your goal, perfect, go for it. But I just wanted to put that out there that that's not the kind of plan that we're doing at this time in life. Sorry if the video is not perfectly focused. I really tried to get it like perfect. Okay, I'm going to share with you guys how we live on $1,900 per month, and that is, of course, that's not like our full household income, and that's not us. I'm not accounting for the mortgage and also our savings amount. I just feel like, you know, you want to have like a couple of things that you do kind of just keep private to yourself, and I just feel like those three items are just kind of like more personal, and we do just want to keep that, you know, it's kind of private. This $1,900 a month, of course, that's not Mayo's full income, and then that's not my income, whatever I make on the side, like from YouTube and things like that. I'm going to break down the different categories that we have our money broken up into. There are 10 different categories that I've kind of broken everything up. So the reason I told Mayo that I think we really needed to sit down and make a budget is because every month, like I said, we would save like a good amount of money. But then I found it that we were constantly dipping back into like the main big savings account. And I'm like, why are we going into the savings every single time, multiple times a month? I know that we can set our minds to live on $1,900 a month and be good with that. We're just a family of basically 3.5, you know. The baby he's only 6 months, so he doesn't have a ton of expenses. So I mean, 4 people, it's doable, right? So the 10 places that I have the money broken up into, I downloaded this app. The one I've been using is called Good Budget on iPhone. So we have groceries, gas, savings. Just know that the savings is like different. It's, you know, it's on its own. Cell phone, utilities, kind of emergency fund type of savings, insurance, personal, kids, and student loans. For our grocery budget, I did $400 per month. That's basically, it basically breaks down to $100 per week. So we just started doing it like this for the month of February, and what I found is that when it came time to go get our groceries this past week, we were out of so much stuff that $100 like $100 just for that 1 week was not going to cut it. So I did have to go over the budget a bit. This last shopping that I did was last Friday, and I went to 3 stores. We did Sam's Club, Aldi, and Kroger, and I spent a total of $175. Now keep in mind, this week I have not been grocery shopping at all. I will go tomorrow, but that will only be to pick up little small essentials. Like we're basically out of eggs at this point. We're out of our fruits. We're out of, I'll need to get another loaf of bread, like little things like that, some bacon. So those things won't even equal up to $50. So we're good there. So even though it's $100 per week, some weeks you might spend over, some weeks you might spend less. Gas. For gas, I broke it up. I did both of us together. So for gas, I did $250 for the month. Sorry, the card was full. So I was saying our cell phone is $190 per month, and it's about $187.50. I know that's a lot. We do have T-Mobile. We have 2 phones, and then Christian has an iPad, and the iPad it's a Wi-Fi plus the I think it's called 3G or whatever, so he could use it anywhere. It does have the cellular data on it. So with our cell phones, my phone is paid off. I have an iPhone 8. We paid mine off when we bought it, like we just bought it in full. And then Emmanuel's is on the payment plan thing. We thought about just going ahead and paying his off, but at this point there's only like, I think he'll be done paying it in November. So we'll just stick with what we have. We'll just, you know, stick with that plan, and just know that in November we'll have cheaper phone bills. And then we do both have like Apple Care on our phones, and we have T-Mobile. And then with that bill, we also have the plan where they pay for Netflix. So that's one thing that we don't have to pay for monthly, because we do enjoy having Netflix. Alright, so our cell phone's $190. Then utilities. For utilities, I allocated $400 a month. And for the utilities, we have our electric bill, we have 2 water bills. For whatever reason in our city, they have it where you pay like water usage and your trash to one company, and then you pay your sewer to another company, something like that. So we have the 2 water bills, our electric bill, and then also our cable and internet. I know cable is something that we could totally cut out. We've been talking about it, but at this point right now, we got, like, you know, since we have a house, we're able to get DirecTV. And with DirecTV, I know they do make you sign that 2-year contract. So right now, you know, after 1 year, the price increases. So maybe when the 1 year is over, we will probably go ahead and pay that early termination fee and be done with it. It might sound silly, but hey, like I said, do what works best for you. TV is something that I could care less about, but it's something that Emmanuel enjoys. He likes, you know, watching his sports channel and all of that. We do have different options. There are like some other options that we could go with as far as to make it cheaper, but at this point it's only $95 a month, and that's our cable and internet. And we have, I think we have, do you have 3 boxes or 2 boxes? We have 3 boxes, and then the internet. Even if we cut out the cable, it's about $40 less per month. And with that, the other option that we have is some kind of like streaming TV app. That's $25. So technically we'd only be saving like $15. So like I said, it's really not that huge of a savings, but it could save you something. Then for our utility bill, when we first moved into the house, I didn't know what to expect as far as utility and how much to expect for electric and stuff like that, because it's a lot of square foot that it's covering. And you know, we have 2 units, and even like especially in the winter time, they all tell you to just go ahead and run both units because we have a really open floor plan. So, you know, again, I just didn't know what to expect. In my apartment, the biggest bill I ever had was, I don't even think a bill reached up to like $75 in the apartment. And that was like summers, winters, everything. Our highest bill to date that we've had in this house so far was $322. And our bill, this past bill we got, and keep in mind, we've been running the heat all day, basically pretty much all day, every day. It's been extremely cold these past couple of weeks. Our heat, the whole electric bill was only $118. That is like, whoa, $118 compared to $322, and that was even with free weekends. Crazy, right? So, and then one other bill is about $80 a month, and then the other, like one of the water bills is $80. The other water bill has been no more than, I don't think we've had a bill more than $45. All right, so those alone. And then for our like personal little, like, I wanted to have like a smaller emergency account. That way we don't have to dip into like the main savings account so many times if we need to. Like for example, Emmanuel's car, he had some trouble earlier this week, and we had to get his car fixed. That alone was like $260, I want to say. So little things like that, we would have had to go into the savings and take it, but instead we didn't have to go into the big savings. We could just go into this small, like, personal, I don't want to call it emergency fund, because you know, it's kind of one of those things, mind over matter. If you say emergency fund, then what are you gonna be having all the time? Emergency. So it's kind of like a little small side savings, I could say. So basically with that one, I've put into it that we'll put about like $165 a month into that account. Now, insurance on my car, we do just pay liability insurance for my car. That's just all we need for my little car. And at this point, it's like $55 a month, so that's what we pay there. For Mayo's car, he's still on his mom's plan, so that works out perfect. Then for personal, I did it to where Mayo and I both get $100 a month, which is basically $25 a week each. And I think that's good enough. It's basically if you want to, you know, any little personal things you need. Like for me, it'd be like, you know, any makeup or clothes or just anything like that. We're really not big shoppers. So any kind of little thing, or like for him, when he's at work, the days he doesn't take his lunch, he would use that money from his personal account. That makes sense. Then we have the kids account. With kids, I just put $100. Now this is not the kids savings, it's just the kids account. I put $100 a month for there. And then the last little category is student loans. So at this time, Mayo student loans is about $140, and that's what he's paying on right now. So just the little tips that I had in order to help you like get on a budget and kind of stick to a budget and stuff like that, or figure out ways to, you know, reduce your budget, just whatever. Basically, meal plan and really stick to it. I found that whenever I meal plan, I have a plan for like the food that I buy and stuff like that. It really helps the budget. And then also pick like one or 2 days to eat out a week, because y'all know, I mean, it's hard to cook every single day. So just pick like a couple days, eat out a week, and do that. Then also you can check for lower rates and plans and things like that. You know, if it's been a while, call up your cell phone company, check and see what new plans they have or where they can save you some money, things like that. I know whenever I used to work at Bank of America, I used to get a really good discount on my plan. So just make sure you check with your company and things like, check to see if your companies have savings for your cell phone plans and things like that. And then like I said, in Texas we have Power to Choose. You're able to choose your electric company, go on there every so often. And I know, like when I lived in my apartment, I used to do like 3-month contracts, 6-month contracts all the time for like the whole time I lived there, and I was constantly like checking for the best rate, and that's how I really had good plans. For whatever reason, like I said, when we moved into this house, it was a summertime, and they know it's summer, and they just know that, you know, they could just do you however, and that's why we had that plan that we had in the beginning, because there were no other like good plans out there. All right, and then another tip I have is to coupon where you can. Now with that, what I mean is, y'all know I don't like do serious coupon anymore. Like I don't buy inserts, or I don't get the newspaper, anything like that. But what you can do, like I said, little things like the Target Cartwheel app, it's just all in the same Target app now. So just do little things. I mean, little things will add up. Ebates, you know, things like that. Whenever you're shopping online, always make sure to go through Ebates. Little things, you'll get a little check back. Shop at Aldi. Honestly, to me, I know a lot of people feel some type of way about Aldi, but for generic things, something that's generic to me is like peanut butter. I mean, I'm not a peanut butter snob or a jelly snob. Like things like that, you know, I could just get anywhere. Or like cheeses, I don't have to have Sargento or whatever. Little things like that, you can find that it will reduce your grocery budget. Fruits and vegetables, to me, I've never really experienced bad fruits and vegetables with Aldi. Things, you know, that are just really generic, like little pickles. And now I know there are some things that you do have to be name brand specific with. Like to me, something that's really name brand specific is like ranch. It's kind of hard for me to do Aldi ranch, but I will do it sometimes. Something like bread, I can't do Aldi bread. So I hope this video was helpful and you found some tips. Sorry guys, this is where my camera played me and stopped recording, but I was just saying, hopefully you found this video helpful. If so, be sure to thumbs up, subscribe for more, and let me know some of your best budgeting tips. As always, I'll see you guys next video. Bye!